Um, Now this is a big year, Paris,
Mm-hmm.
and let's be honest, the women's and I've said it repeatedly on this channel. If you can go back and look at my videos, I've said she's going to be on the podium, people. She's going to be on the podium. I see her on the podium. It's the truth, and I've been pretty correct about you so far. Um, we know that the talent out there at this point in between the women's 100 meters and the women's 100 meters hurdles is so absolutely insane. It is hard to comprehend. The hurdles
Are you talking in general, or you're
in
talking
general,
base? Okay.
in in general, and myself looking at Paris, I think the most competitive race is probably going to be the 100-meter hurdles.
Well, the hurdles have evolved over the years because it's just like you're having ladies running 12:3, 12. There's not much 12:2. You're having ladies that are running 12:3, 12:4 daily. It's just like a walk in the park. So it's going to be a very tough one, but also a lot of people need to understand it's who show up on the day.
Mhm, mhm. Wow. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. You're 21. You're here. Where did Akira start from? Family, friends, way back. What created this remarkable? Because you're 21, and I'm telling you, your maturity, focused, clearly hardworking, very disciplined. I watched that special that who was it that did on you the other day when we spent a day with you. Um, I really love that. It was a great piece, but even on that day, it seemed as if you were just just trying to there were moments. What created this person that I see in front of me when you were one, two, three, four, five, six? Tell us about your family if you want to. Your mom, your dad, your siblings.
I would say what created this me is my mom. And also a couple strong women that I got to know along the way. But growing up in a parent home with my mom and stuff, and seeing how hard like she had to try. She's a living nurse, she had to take care of people and stuff like that. And I had to be behind her literally growing up everywhere that she goes. And to see people with money, or to see people that have a little bit more than we did, and the way that they like speak to her and stuff like that is just like, Akira, we have to make a change, like we have to be that change and stuff. And to see how much sacrifices that she would made, like with me. There was this one time I remember when I needed to come to college, and I was just like, Mommy, I need money to go to the embassy. And I think it was 400 US dollar. And she looked at me and she was just like, she just started crying. She's just like, Akira, I don't have it. Like, I literally look at me and she's just like, I don't have it. And I said, Mommy, we're gonna find a way, we're gonna find a way. She said, I don't know what I remember this. On the veranda, she looked at me and said, Akira, I don't know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to try. And the next day, I actually got the money. I don't know where I get it from, but I know I get it. And I was just like, God, I'm asking you to guide my step and for me to make the right decision. Let me not be misled by friends, and let me be able to focus. And I feel like after seeing that, I don't have a lot of friends. I can count them on my hands. I don't have a lot of friends because I was the type of person. I've built this thing about me. I will burn bridges if it affects my future. That has been something that probably need to stop that. But it's just like I will burn bridges if it affects my future, because it's just like I need to make sure my mother is able to live a good life before the Lord is ready for her. So I feel like that creates the care that I am today, seeing my mother struggle along the way and make so many sacrifices for me.
I'm not sure if that attitude of yours is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I don't think everyone is going to be with us for the entire journey. And
That's true.
sometimes I think, in my own personal opinion, it's not that you're getting rid of people, but if If you are in grade, if you're now in grade seven, I'm not sure what's going. I'm hearing echo. What's going on? Hold on there. Give me a second, guys. Yeah.
Can
Okay.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah. You're back.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was saying that, in my own opinion, my personal opinion, what I found is, sometimes you really have to just focus in on your goal because you can get distracted. It's really easy nowadays to get distracted. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And you seem to have a really good heart.
I
So,
do.
so I'm not sure. I'm suddenly hearing an echo, everyone. Bestie, can you tell me if you're hearing this echo? Give me a second, guys. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, you're hearing it. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Is it still there? Not sure. We were fine the whole time. It is still there, Bestie. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, your mom is your everything. That's basically.
Hmm.
Do you have siblings?
I do.
Yeah. Um, you want to talk about them? Are you close to
Oh,
them?
I only talk to one of my siblings. I don't talk to my other siblings.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I understand. Okay. We leave that one alone.
They're very old though. They're very they're like older folks. They're people with kid like they're so they have a lot. They're like in their 40s, 30s. They're very
Okay.
old.
Okay. All right. I understand. And I think I understand. All
Hmm.
right. So, Track University asked, what's your thoughts on the depth of women's 100-meter hurdles in Jamaica?
In what context?
I guess maybe it's talking about the talent pool, the Karikas, the Megans, the Daniels, the Akira. I mean, how good you all are, kind of thing. I suspect that's what he means.
Actually, Jamaica hurdles is actually evolving. Cause we have a lot of young ladies who are, coming up. You have Kerika Hill. She's phenomenal talent. I feel like when she figures it out and gets it very right, she's going to be very, very phenomenal. There's Demisha. There's Crystal. Um, it's not slowly. Not oh, Crystal Morrison. We were rivals in high school. That's her and stuff. So I feel like
Yeah. Mhm.
we're getting where we need to be in hurdles, and I feel like not only the US is going to be a very tough team to make. I feel like Jamaica is going to also be a very tough team to make as well.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I agree with that. When you won the under 20, another moment that stuck in my mind, and you were running against, what's her name?
Kambunju.
Kambunji. Yeah, Kambunji. She fell. Did that impact you at all? I mean,
Actually, let me be so honest. I was depressed because it was just like there was so much going on with me wanting to leave Baylor and stuff like that. It was just a very. I did not. I was not supposed to win that race. I'm being told if she did not fail, she would have won. That's the honest truth. She was gone, and there was no coming back for me. That's what it was.
I don't know. And I saw a different race. I'm sorry. I
I
saw a
don't
very
know.
different
Well,
race.
that's how I felt.
I,
That's how
I'm,
I
I
felt.
don't know. I'm sorry. I always tell some of my royals here, we'll have to agree to disagree. I know you were in the race, and I'm merely watching it. But I thought you had that one locked in. To be very frank with you, I thought you were just on the money for that race, personally speaking. So you didn't even see her fall. Did you see her fall, or you didn't even notice?
Literally in the race, I was like, oop, and then I just kept
And then that
going.
was it. I because I'm always fascinated as how you're able to just keep because there's a whole lot of clattering going on when you're hitting hurdles. So that says, and you were like 18, I think. No, 19.
19, yeah.
You were 19 at the time. Okay, on the run events management would like to salute you first, and then they want to know. He says so very proud of you. How much has high school track prepared you for this professional career? Great question.
Actually, champs. You see that thing called champs? Champs is, I don't feel like people in the US celebrates track or like deal with the like track as we Jamaicans do. But I feel like that crowd, the level of intensity and the support, the noise and everything, I feel like when it comes on to like major championships, it's just like we have already experienced that. So being able to already experience that, we have mastered a lot. Some of us have mastered the understanding of what that rushing heartbeat takes, the noise and everything, and what you need to do to make sure that you produce very good. I feel like it 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 played a very big factor in a lot of us like Jamaican professional athletes.
Mhm. What about the rounds?
Rounds.
Does that help? I mean, did it make a difference in terms of, you do heats, because I've seen races where you just go straight to the finals, and I
Rounds
think.
help you. Rounds help a lot of people because you do get faster each round because it's just like practice. So it's just like your body's just so used to doing more, like doing one thing more than once. So it's just like you gradually get faster. The first round is just like a little shakeout to have a feel. The second round now is just to make that necessary correction from the first round, and the last round now is that level of anxiety that you're ready to go. Yeah, so I feel like runs are very important, and even in the professional side of it, you can realize that ladies go very faster in rounds than they do in like one race.
One-off race because
Yeah.
almost like you're warming up and getting better with each round. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so something has happened regarding you that I find is a little different, and a little unique in the sense that I always talk here about transitioning, people going from collegiate or from high school into pro, and how difficult that transition is. But it doesn't seem to have impacted you at all. You seem to have transitioned almost effortlessly. I mean, you're one of the few persons I know who went pro, went to the worlds, and ended up in top five. I mean, that's just not something that happens very often. What do you think made you a little different in this respect? I mean, or are you having a challenge transitioning, and we're just not seeing it?
Oh no, there's no problem. Listen, your team is very important, and your coach is very important when it comes on to your transition. A lot of athletes have to change their coach, like when they end up like leaving to go professional, because guess what? He's more focused on NCAA than he is focused on you professionally. So it's not going to work. So having to get up now, pack up all the things coming from one training, going into a different training, it's just like a different environment, knowing different people. It can be very challenging, and it's just how strong you are mentally. For me, my coach is very good at what he does. We have a great communication and stuff like that. But I feel for me, it's just like I live in the moment. Everything is not going to be perfect. I cannot control everything. And it's just like you have to give yourself grace. Your body goes through so much, it's going to break down and stuff like that. Allow yourself to go with the process. Allow yourself to take that time out to take this transition. And if you feel like you're not getting what you need to get, that shows that you need to tweak something, you need to move, or you need to find something that works for you.
Now, you said something really interesting earlier. You said you read. What
Mhm.
do you read? Do you read fantasy, or is it knowledge-based books?
It's mostly knowledge based. I do read my Bible a lot, but I would say like it's knowledge based stuff because I feel like for me, it's just like I want to be able to sit in a room and to be able to have a conversation with people and be able to have understanding of what that conversation is, because how best can this meeting help me as a person, how best can this help me to evolve, and how best I present myself will impact my future.
Okay, so I have to ask, great of you. That do it wine. Okay, do it wine. Okay, that was the correct pronunciation and spelling. Thank you, boss. Wrote, you heard what I called the person? Um, says, what are your plans to market yourself? Great question. As an athlete off the track, to create broader appeal outside of your exploits on the track.
I feel like for me, I have to work a little bit more on deliverance, the way that I speak, because I'm a very blunt individual, but a lot of people take it very offensive because of probably the way I say it,
Mhm.
or my but I feel like for me I have to work a little bit more on not being shy. I have to work a little bit more on being open, and when I'm able to do that, I'll make the necessary adjustments with stuff like that. But for now it's just like I'm taking my little time to work on some stuff before I present myself to the world in
Cool.
the marketing part of
Yeah.
life.
All right. So we're about to wrap up because we've gone a little over. Probably noticed, but we're all having such a great time. Um, I want to ask you to do us a favor.
Sure.
We are hoping to have another athlete on sometime in the future. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if we're going to be doing these lives but once a month or once a week. I haven't made a decision yet, and you know,
Once
uh,
a week.
I'd say I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. Listen,
Like probably two athletes at once sound
I'll think about
reasonable.
it. Yeah, I'll think about it because the truth is, I hate doing live stream.